surprises. So you make sure that whilst you learn, you have it at the back of your mind that at the end of it all, there is going to be a quiz. Okay, I think most of us are here now. So before we start the program, we can go ahead and learn the song. We are leaders of the future. Mankind looks up to us. Okay, so the next verse is, we are leaders of development. Science is our backbone. We are leaders of development. Science is our backbone. Okay, so
running COVID test.
Running COVID tests. So that one too is very correct, isn't it? We're running COVID tests. Okay. I think I see another hand up.
Someone is traveling, going to a different country. The person comes here to tell you what.
Oh, clap for her. So she says that when people were traveling, they actually came here to get a COVID test. Maybe one of you came here for COVID test. So that is also very correct. Yes.
We're doing a lot of research about the virus.
Yes, he says we're doing a lot of research about the virus, so you can clap for him too. All right. Science is the real solution to most of our problems. So the S at the bottom there is for solutions. So if you want to find solutions, science is the way to go. The other thing is that the M says that we need many more scientists. We need many more. Because if you look at Africa, we don't have enough scientists. And so that is why we tried to bring you here to woo you into science. Do you like that? Yes. We need many more. In Europe, they have many scientists. In Africa, we don't have so many. So many more. The end is for many more scientists. We need all of you to start early. And the right time to start is at this time. Because we think that you can contribute and the interest will come at this stage. And then there's an I there. Innovation. If we can come up with any innovations, it's science. Innovations, science.
Hello. Hi. We're going to have a very short talk with you. My friends and colleagues, one of the concerns is how we'll be able to share the things we do with you in order for you to understand at your level. So, for what we are going to do, I'm sure most of you were informed that we're going to teach you some very nice things. My name is Tony, and today I will share with you why it is important to be a scientist, why be a research scientist. We have some fun slides that we're going to show you. Wonderful. Who is a scientist, Clinton?
A scientist is a person who makes medicine.
A scientist is a person who makes medicine. What's your name?
My name is Dr. I go to school at D&D Academy.
Okay.
Scientists make medicine so that people don't get sick.
Wonderful. Scientists investigate. Scientists do what?
Investigate.
Scientists do what?
Investigate.
So we investigate about people's health. We investigate how to keep people happy and healthy. We investigate how to make sure that nobody gets sick. We investigate how to make sure that we have new medication. We investigate how to be able to detect diseases. And generally, we investigate how to also, like he said, come up with new medications so that people who are sick can feel better. I'm going to show you in a few seconds how to become a scientist. For those of you who want to become a scientist, you have to be born first. How many of you are born? Okay, thank you. You appreciate the joke. Thank you. So right as a baby, you have to go to school. You have to do what?
Go to school.
You have to do what?
Go to school.
You never miss a day in school. Then whilst you are in school, you have to learn science. You have to do what?
Learn science.
You have to do what?
Learn science.
Then some of the topics you learn is physics, physics, you learn chemistry, you learn biology, and you also learn mathematics. All those are important. Then finally, you have to train under a scientist. You have to do what?
Train under a scientist.
Okay.
How many of you are happy to be here? Oh, great. We are all happy. I'm also really, really happy to be here and to see you. And I guess we are having fun. Do you know of any disease at all? Any disease? Yes, my dear.
Coronavirus.
Oh, coronavirus. That is great. Clap for her. Okay, great.
Malaria.
Malaria, wonderful.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. The things you have mentioned are diseases, and I can see even a lot more hands, which means we have a lot of diseases. But what I am going to show you, the disease I'm going to show you, I don't think you have heard it. Who has heard filariasis before? Filariasis. Any hand here? No. And I am not surprised, because that kind of disease is called neglected tropical disease. Say it.
Neglected tropical.
So the group here who are working on filariasis, they work on the disease caused by worms. So filariasis is caused by worms. I'm so happy that Madam touched on the filariasis aspect, and she told you something about NTDs. So we have something we call skin NTDs. So the NTDs that affect the skin, which the filariasis is also a part of. So I'm going to continue with that and show us some pictures. We can all see these pictures, right? Pictures of diseases on the skin, and it's affecting children like us.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Are we excited to go to the lab?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll mention your name. When you hear your name, you go with your group lead for snacks, and then afterwards you head to the labs, okay? So group 1, your group lead is Dennis. So these are your names. Nana Kwamesiao and Muid Muhaidin. Raymond Kabnabe.
Well, my name is Jeremiah Kwesi Bedu, and I attend Bethelenta Academy. Today I came to celebrate the Day of Science with KCCR. I also came to learn and see how scientists work from morning to afternoon. I have learned so much. I have learned that we have so many labs in KCCR working with so many things. I first went to the parasitology lab. I learned that they study a lot of parasites there. After that, I went to entomology lab. I learned about they study insects. I learned that they study mostly mosquitoes. I also learned we have the Anopheles, Culex, and Aedes mosquito. I learned that the Aedes mosquito is the type of mosquito that has black and white spots on its hands and legs. With what I've learned, I think being a scientist will be really cool. So I think I want to do a job that relates with science.
My name is Richlin Kobaishin. I attend Bethelenta Academy. I came here to see how many labs they have, and I came to have a quiz, and I came to have fun. I want to become a fashion designer and a doctor. I'll tell them that I had so much fun and they should have been here with me.
My name is Curtis Amankwabones, and I attend Bethelinta Academy. I've learned plenty things. We went to the parasites lab and we saw plenty things. We also saw that there are plenty type of mosquitoes, and the stages of mosquitoes are they start from the eggs, then they move to the larvae, to the pupa and the adult mosquitoes. So today has really been a fun day for me.
My name is Nana Safi and I work in the immunology lab as a research assistant. So far the groups that came to the lab with their participation in the things that we were teaching them, like the blood grouping or learning about the immune system, know what is made up of the immune system, they were really participating and then they had fun. So I think some of them, the way they were asking questions, interesting questions, some of them may tend to do science in future when they are choosing their field.
So my name is Roland Pupielo Quintero. I am an environmental science student in my final year, and I'm doing internship here at KCCR, and I am working at the entomology lab. Well, the kids are very interesting, and the kind of questions they tend to ask you as kids we will say, they are very interesting, and you really see that they have an interest in what you are doing as scientists, and then they really want to know more, they are curious to know more about the science that we are doing in the labs.
Okay, so my name is Venus Nana Boachua Frimpong, and I work with the Skin NTD group at KCCR as a researcher. I think today has been a wonderful day because as compared to earlier, if you would ask children if they will ever be interested in doing science, you realize their responses. Some of them don't even really know what science really entails that much or what to become a scientist is about. But interacting with them today, there's been an improvement because a week ago, we did some sort of activation. We visited some of the schools and then they spoke to them about science. I think it was an eye-opener for them. So compared to today, you realize that they are more open to considering research in general or becoming a scientist.
My name is Charity Riafe Akenting. Currently, I am the lead group in bacteriology, and I deal a lot with antimicrobial resistance. For this program, I am the organizer for the Science Day. Okay, so we realized that most kids, they know science as a very difficult subject. And they also know science as being a doctor or a nurse. Another part of science are being left out. So the group decided to come together and bring these kids so that we could broaden their scope and the type of science that we do, and also introduce them to other aspects of sciences. So we try to interview them, and we also want to go back to their school and see what they've learned here, if they have implemented. For example, a week ago, we went to their school, we did an informal engagement, and we were able to lure some of the kids to love science. Before we went in there, most of the kids, even when they say science or maths, they are scared. But after we've introduced to them and we taught them that most of the science that we are doing, we are even doing them in our home. Like for example, watching TV, you are doing science, cooking, you are putting chemicals together, and it's science. At the end of the day, the kids understood that science is actually basic, and that is even enough for us to know that we have actually have an impact in the kids.